Hi again, Lily. I've got the last question here on the screen, and I'm just going to go through that quickly for you. So in this case, let me see what we have. It looks like there's an average annual return of 14.7%. So it looks like our mean value is 14.7% here with a standard deviation of 33%. And they're asking what percent of the years does this fund lose money? So I think what they're actually asking us here is if we have a return of less than 0, we would lose money on the fund. So I think what they want us to do in question A to set this up would be to say that we're looking for a Z-score where our raw value would be 0 or less, and we're working with a mean of 14.7 and a standard deviation of 33. And so if we work that out to a Z-score, okay, so that gives us a Z-score of negative, oops, I'm not on my pen, negative 0.445. We'll round off to there, okay? And so in terms of making that a percent of the years where it loses money, what you want to do is you want to get your Z-score table for your negative Z-scores, and remember that our value was negative 0.45, and so we're going to look for 0.4, negative 0.4, and then we're going to go over to the 5 for the 100ths, and we're here at the negative 0.04, and where those two things meet up, it will give us a percentage, and that percentage is 0.3264 this time. And so if I just remember that long enough to come back, 0.3264. Okay, so the probability here is 0.3264, which means that 32.64% of the years will have a negative return for that fund, okay? For B, when it says the Z-score corresponds to the top 15%, then what we're really doing is finding the 85th percentile. So again, as I mentioned before, you can do that using your RStudio if you want to, and you would use p-norm for that. Or you can use your chart, and so again, we're going to need the positive chart this time, and we're looking for the 85th percentile. And so as we're looking in this, we're looking for as close as we can get to 0.8500 in the body of the chart. And so it looks to me like, it's a little hard to see, but 0.8500 is going to be closest to this value here, which corresponds to a Z value of 1.04, if I'm reading that correctly from the chart. And so a Z value of oops, I'm moving the wrong things around here. Sorry, this is a little awkward to manipulate. A Z value of 1.04 would be our defining line on the curve of where the top 15% occurs. And so 1.04 goes here. That means that 15% of the population is going to be in the right tail of the curve if we draw the line there. And so that's the Z-score that they're looking for. What is the cutoff for the highest 15% of annual returns? If you have your Z-score given already, sorry, I'm just going to try and move this stuff up so that we can write below it. For part C, we know our Z-score is 1.04, so we're looking for the raw value X, and I believe it was 14.7% over the 33% that we used earlier. So you're going to bring the 33 and multiply it by 1.04. So the next line of your solution will say x minus 14.7 equals 1.04 times 33, which is 34.32. And to solve for x, you're going to take the negative 14.7 to the other side and add it. And so I think we'll end up there with 49.02. And that's going to be a percent because all of the other things were also percents. And so if you make 49% return on your money, then you are in the 85th percentile for return, which means that you're making more money than 85% of the population. So I hope that helps you with these questions, and if I'm not exactly clear on anything and you need clarification, please email me back. I'm sure I'll make more sense tomorrow as I'm feeling a little bit better. Okay, thanks so much for your patience.